So we're not off to a good start with the European students here. I love their pictures, but unsure if a malnourished bald guy should be surfing that far out from Hawaii. So really all they got correct was California, Texas, New York and Florida, and apparently Chicago is somewhere in the middle now. I'd say 4 out of 10. What's with Europeans not knowing anything about the middle of America? But I love how they just randomly know that a place called New Hampshire exists and the OC. How old is this student? And I love that Idaho now borders Mexico. 3 out of 10. Flyover. This is some quite extraordinary thinking going on here. It's probably really true though that most Europeans do fly over the middle bit. There's really nothing there. But it's really cool to see that Alaska is now in New England. Pilgrims be shaking in their boots. 3 out of 10. Here we are, more of an attempt, but what's this? Baked Alaska? What on earth do they mean by that? And it seems that Indiana has now occupied 3 states that were never theirs. And New Essex, probably a better name for that to be honest. This map looks so right, but so wrong at the same time. 6 out of 10, mainly for knowing the names of the states. Narnia, love it, I couldn't agree more, and yes they do suck at this, and apparently Idaho is the land of hopes and dreams, and also they want to meet Taylor Swift in Missouri. 5 out of 10. This isn't looking too good. In my previous video, at least the Americans were aware of the Balkans, so this looks promising however. A nice little bear in New Mexico. At least I hope it's a cuddly bear and not a depiction of a New Mexican. They seem to know the whereabouts of Stephen King's holiday home, and they think this place might be possibly Nevada again. I always knew Nevada was shifty. 5 out of 10. Alright, we must have a student from Norwich here. 1 point for Hawaii and Florida, at least knowing that it's America. Duh. 1 out of 10. This looks very promising. I love the edginess this student is protesting here. Mickey Mouse in Florida. In fact, this student is quite smart. 3 healthcare and bears in Canada. And her angle on the deep south is well researched too. And I couldn't agree more, there is something sus about Wyoming having borders that are way too straight. 7 out of 10. Oh wait, what's this? Texas's hat? Oh my Texaroni. Ugh, the points off for handwriting on this, but points on for Breaking Bad locations. They seem to know a fair few Rocky Mountain places though, and Texas has just halved in size to a more European safe size. 5 out of 10 for this. This student has made a great attempt on the East Coast and middle of America, except I'm sure Seattle doesn't belong in the desert with hookers and casinos, and it's nice that she thinks that Hawaii is talking to her. 5 out of 10. Once again, students are often sorry for their knowledge gaps, but it's nice to know that Texas is home to digital conferences and guns, maybe even at the same convention. And apparently, heads up everybody, New York is one of these 10 states. 5 out of 10. I love this. Just blank the states out that you don't know, because in doing so, they just don't exist. So this student really felt like writing lengthy character assessments of states rather than naming them, so 0 out of 10, because I'm not doing all that reading. Back to the dummy students, and apparently New England's landmass looks like a dog, and New Hampshire? Why do so many Europeans know about this place? 2 out of 10. Alright, do we have a 10 here? Close I would say. Ohio is correct, and they know lots of the names like Missouri, but just not in the right locations. And what is Square Town and Rectangleville? Mathematics has just entered the geography arena. 6 out of 10. Who even lives here? I don't know, about 20 million people I guess? And huge kudos for getting the Carolinas correct and knowing that Arkansas is a place. 4 out of 10, Arkansas. And it seems that New Mexico is now the thinking man state. And there is a little bit wrong here with some of the placements, but overall this student knows the names, like Nebraska and Maine. 7 out of 10. Once again, the stereotypical placements are evident with Florida, Texas, California, and New York being correct, and I love when students address their teachers on tests. A great effort. 4 out of 10, but let's see the one that I gave, a 10 out of 10. There is so much going on within this map that one cannot help but give them 10 out of 10, despite Maryland moving across the country and the Deep South now being just a state, but 50 points for Ohio being sad, and I love the way that Arkansas is spelt. Phonetically brilliant if you ask me. What do you think? Should this one be given 10 out of 10? I think so. Anyway, sub to my channel because next video I'll be taking both tests to see if an Aussie uni student can destroy America and European geography students.